Cn minus is known as cyano, Cl minus is known as chlorido. Similarly, positive charge ligands just like a NO2 plus, this is known as nitronium ion. Then neutral ligands, I also told you the name of neutral ligands. For example, water is known as aqua, ammonia is known as amine, CO is known as carbonyl. Then I told you on the basis of number of donor sites, it may be unidentate ligands or bidentate ligands or polydentate ligands. I also given the examples and name of that ligands. Then on the basis of bonding, it may be chelating ligands, ambidentate ligands, bridging ligands or pi acid ligands. Here ambidentate ligands mean that ligands those which can coordinate from more than one side to the metal atom. And about chelating ligands, I told you that the ligands which form a close ring on bonding with the central atom are called chelating ligands, and the complex is formed chelate complex. Now students, let us focus on the topic in part 3rd. So after studying part 3rd, you will be able to know about the oxidation number of central atom. That means how can you calculate the oxidation number of central atom and also the charge on the complex. This is very important for writing the formula and also write the name of complex compound. Then you have to know the nomenclature of mononuclear coordination compound. So let us explain about oxidation number of central atom. That may be defined as the charge on central atom if all the ligands are removed along with electron pairs that are shared with central atom. The oxidation number is represented by Roman numerals in the parenthesis following the name of coordination entity. For example, oxidation number of copper in Cu, Cn का whole 4 square bracket 3 minus is +1 and it is written as copper bracket that is known as parenthesis and the oxidation number of copper in Roman number that is 1. So like this you can write the oxidation number of central atom. So the charge on complex ion is equal to oxidation number of central atom plus charge on ligands. By this way you can also calculate the oxidation number of central atom. So look at here, the charge carried by a complex ion is the algebraic sum of charge carried by central metal ion or atom and the coordinated group or ion. So for example, here one examples are given. FeCN का whole 6 square bracket 3 minus charge. You have to calculate the charge on iron. You can calculate the charge like this. Fe, think that the charge of Fe is x. The charge of 6 Cn minus is equal to 6 into minus 1. Cn contains minus 1 charge. Here 6 atom. That's why we multiply 6 into minus 1. And by this way we got minus 6 charge. Thus charge on Fe in FeCN 6 square bracket 3 minus is x minus 6 equal to minus 3. So that's why x equal to plus 3. So by this way you can calculate the charge on central atom. So this is very important for writing the formula and also for writing the name of formula. Now students, let us focus on the nomenclature of mononuclear compound. So I also told you that here mononuclear means they have only one central atom. So following rules are used when naming the coordination compound that are given as follows. So first of all you have to write the order of naming ions. So then the positive charge, that is cations, whether simple or complex, is named first followed by negative ions, that is anion. The name of complex part is written as one word. So look the example here, Pt NH3 का whole 2 square bracket Cl2. So the name of this complex is, so first of all, the complex ion is a positive part here. So that's why we have to write the name of this positive part. And one more thing we noted down, that the complex part written as one word. So look at here. Here 2 ammonia. So that's why we write di. Ammonia is named as amine. I told you that. In complex compound, the name of ammonia is amine, AMMINE. Here the complex part is positively charged. So that's why you can write the name as such, PT platinum. So that's why the name of this complex is diamine platinum. Here second is the charge on platinum, and then after bracket, square bracket, that is here Cl written, that is known as chloride. So just like think as sodium chloride, here the name is, the complex is diamine platinum second chloride. So first of all you have to write that is calculate the charge on platinum. So let the charge on platinum is x, ammonia 0 charge and Cl minus 2 charge, this is equal to 0. So that's why Pt equal to plus 2. So by this way you can calculate the charge on central atom. Now one more examples. K square bracket AgCl2. Here K is positively charged. So that's why first of all we have to write the name of potassium and then the name of complex anion in one word. So look at here. Here also again you have to calculate the charge on Ag. So K has plus 1 charge, Ag x. So plus 1 plus x minus 2, this is equal to 0. So x equal to plus 1. So that's why Ag has plus 1 charge. So you have to write the name like this, potassium for K. Then Cl, basically here 2. So that's why we can write di, and Cl is known as chlorido. Now the complex is anionic part. So that's why we have to change the name of complex. Sometimes we can add 8 or sometimes we can use Latin word. So here Ag in Latin word known as argentum. So that's why we can write argentate. So look the name, potassium dichlorido argentate first. Now second, naming of ligands. So how can we write the name of ligands? This I also told you in the second lecture. So look at here, the negative ligands, organic or inorganic, end in O. For example, Cn minus cyano, Cl minus chlorido. If the name of anionic ligands end in ide, ite or ate, so the last E is replaced by O, giving the ido, ito and ito. For example, SO42 minus is known as sulfate. So you could write the name sulfato. So this is all about for the negative ligands. Then dear students, neutral ligands have no special ending. That is ammonia is known as amine, water H2 is known as aqua, CO known as carbonyl. I also told you about some other name of neutral ligands in the second lecture. So see the PPT video of second lecture to find the name of ligands and the charge on the ligands. Then positive charge ligands which carry, basically which are very few, end in em, that is NO plus, that is known as nitrosonium, NO2 plus, that is known as nitronium. So these are basically positively charged ligands. Now organic ligands, they are given their own name. For example, CS3 are written as methyl, C2H5 written as ethyl, C6H5 written as phenyl. Now third points, you have to note it down, that numerical prefix to indicate number of ligands. So look at here, if there are several ligands of same types, the prefix di, tri, tetra, penta and hexa are used to indicate the number of ligands of that type. So look the example, NiCO ka whole 4, here CO is 4 times. So for 4 we have to use tetra. So the name of complex is tetra and the name of CO is carbonyl. Here nickel have no charge, so you can write the name as such nickel and the oxidation number 0. So that's why the name of NiCO4 is tetracarbonyl nickel 0. So like this way you can use di, tri, tetra also. Then when the name of polydentate ligands include a number, that is ethylene diamine, it is also known as ethane 1,2 diamines. So then bis for 2, tris for 3, tetra case y for 4 are used as a prefix. So look at here, Ni, En का whole thrice, square bracket 3 plus charge. Here the name of En is ethane 1,2 diamines. Here already di came, so that's why for this type of complex the number used as 2 for bis, 3 for tris. So here En 3 times, so that's why we use tris. So tris, ethane 1,2 diamines, nickel third ion. Here the charge on nickel is plus 3 and the charge on En is 0. So that's why when you calculate the oxidation number of nickel, you find the charge on nickel is plus 3. So like this way you can use di, tri, tetra, either you can use bis, tris, tetra kiss. Now next, in case of ambidentate ligands, it is essential to specify the point of attachment by placing the symbol of donor atom attached after the name of group separated by hyphen. So look at here, COONO. Then NH3 का whole 5 after bracket square bracket 2 plus. So the name of this chemical is penta-amine, penta for 5 ammonia, amine for amine, NH3, here nitrito O. That means this indicates that is CO attached with O part of NO2 minus group. So that's why nitrito O and cobalt third. When you calculate the charge on cobalt, so you find that the charge on cobalt is plus 3. Because NO contains minus 1 charge, ammonia contains 0 charge, so that's why CO has plus 3 charge. Now dear students, look the second example. Here that is the complex CO NO2 NH3 का whole 5 square bracket 2 plus. In this complex only the change in attachment take place from the above complex. In above complex CO is attached with the oxygen but below it attached with the nitrogen. So that's why you have to show the attachment with their atom. So now the name of this complex is pentamine nitrito N cobalt third. So look the change, only the change is here in the attachment of atom with the central atom. So that's why the name is also changed like this. So this is only used for ambidentate ligands. Now next 4 point, in the rules of nomenclature, order of naming of ligands. So all the ligands whether negative, neutral or positive are named first in the alphabetical order followed by the name of metal atom ion. So look the example, CO NH3 का whole thrice, NO2 का whole thrice. If you have to write the naming of this complex, so first of all you have to find the charge on CO. So by the oxidation number method, the charge on CO is X. You just think the charge on ammonia is 0. So X plus 3 into 0 plus 3 into minus 1, that is the charge of NO2. This all gives 0 algebraic sum. So that's why the charge on cobalt is plus 3. Now you have to write the name of this complex. So here NH3 is known as amine and NO2 is known as nitrito N. So look the alphabetical order. So first of all it came amine A, then nitrito. So that's why we have to write the name of amine. Now ammonia 3 times, so that's why we write the tri. So here the name in alphabetical order you have to see from the name of ligands. So triamine, then trinitrito and cobalt third is the name of this complex. So by this way you can write the name of the complex. Now rule number 5th, the naming of coordination sphere. So ligands are named first followed by metal atom. The end of the name of the metal depends upon the nature of the complex ion. For example, Zn ammonia का whole 4 square bracket 2 plus. Here the name of, first of all write the name of ligands, that is tetraamine. Then you have to write the name of central atom, that is zinc. So this complex cationic complex, so that's why you have to write the central atom name same as zinc, and the charge on zinc is second. So that's why write the second in Roman number in the oxidation number of zinc. Now then one more formula given Na3 का, Na3 square bracket FeCN6 NO then square bracket. So here first of all you have to write the name of positive ions, that is sodium, then according to alphabetical order penta, cyano, then nitrosyl. So the name of complex is sodium pentacyano nitrosyl ferrate. Second, here the second is the oxidation state of central atom, that is iron. You can find by the oxidation number method. Here the name of iron is basically ferrum in Latin word, but the name of iron change into ferrate. This is because this complex ion is anion. So that's why the end of name of metal depend upon the nature of the complex ion. If it is positively charged or zero charges, so the name written as such. But in case of negative complex ions, the name will be changed by adding the 8 either in the common name, either in the Latin name, like this. Now students, next, use of enclosing marks to the formula of entire coordination entity, whether charge or not, is enclosed in square bracket, that is known as coordination sphere. When ligands are polyatomics, so their formula are enclosed in parentheses, that is for ammonia you have to write a bracket, small bracket, but for Cl no bracket is required. Ligand abbreviations are also used enclosed in the parentheses. So here the small bracket is known as parentheses. So look the example, PT and S3 is the polyatomic formula. So that's why you have to put one parenthesis, that is small bracket. Cl is monatomic, so that's why no requirement of parenthesis. Then again NO2 is polyatomic, that is more than one atom. So that's why you can write in bracket the formula of NO2 like this. So this is basically requirement of writing the formula. One more example is given, COCl2, En ka whole twice. En is the abbreviation of ethane 1 common diamines. So this also can written in the bracket like this. So these are basically use of brackets. Now point number 7, ionic charges and oxidation number. So if the formula of a charge coordination entity is to be written without that of counter ions, so the charge is indicate outside the square bracket, that is coordination sphere, as the right superscript. Are you listening in this or not? Right, your right hand side, and superscript means above side with the number before the sign. So here you have to first of all write the number, then charges. That is, look the example, Cr NH3 ka whole 6 square bracket 3 plus not plus 3. So first of all you have to write the charge and write superscript like this. First of all you have to write the number and then sign. Now the oxidation number of central atom may be represented by Roman numerals, which should be placed as a right superscript on the element's symbol. For example, in case of Zn NH3 ka whole 4 square bracket 2 plus tetraamine zinc second ions. So that's why you have to write the oxidation number in Roman numerals after the name of metal like this. So the oxidation number of Zn also can be written like this, Zn2 plus. Here again first of all you have to write the number and then write the charge as superscript. Now these are the general rules which you have to know while writing the naming of the complex compound. Now I have divided the nomenclature in 3 parts: the nomenclature of cationic part, the nomenclature of neutral part, that is neutral complex, and the nomenclature of anionic complex. So look it clearly to understand how to name the given complex compound. So look at here. First of all you have to find that the given complex is cationic or anionic. So here focus on the nomenclature of cationic complex. So here first of all you have to write the number, that means 2 for di, 3 for tri, and the name of ligands in alphabetical order. And then you have to write the common name of central atom, that is central atom or ions, and then oxidation of central atoms in Roman numerals in the parentheses, and then name of anions or simply ions. So look at here, Zn ammonia ka whole 4 square bracket 2 plus. So first of all you have to write the number of ligands. The number of ligands is 4, so that's why we write tetra, and the name of ligands is only one ligands are there, and the name of ligand is amine, so we have to write tetraamines. Now this contains positive charge, so that's why you have to write the name of zinc as such. So dear students, look the example. Tetramine, zinc second ion. Here the second indicate the basically oxidation number of zinc in the parenthesis, and here no anions are given, so that's why you can write the ion. Now second example, NiEN का whole thrice square bracket 3 plus charge. So here again 3 for tris because En is named as ethane 1 common diamines. Diamine is already came, so that's why we use tris. So for En we can use tris for 3. So tris ethylene diamines, it is also named as ethane 1 common diamine in bracket. Now nickel third is the charge of nickel ion. Then one more example, Pt ammonia ka whole twice after square bracket Cl2. So look again here, 2 ammonia, that's why we can write the diamine platinum second chloride. Here the charge and platinum is second, and after the square bracket one anions are present, so that's why we have to write the name of anions like this. So this is the basically nomenclature of cationic complex. Now dear students, let us focus on the nomenclature of neutral complex. So look again here. First of all, you try the number, then name of ligands in alphabetical order, plus common name of central metal atom or ions. So now look the example, FeCO ka whole 5, they contain no charge, so that's why first of all write the number of ligand, that is number of ligand is 5, that's why we write the penta. CO is known as carbonyls. Here the name of Fe is iron and charge 0, so write like this, penta carbonyl iron 0. Then NiCO4 tetra carbonyl nickel 0. Then again CONH3 ka whole thrice, NO2 ka whole thrice. Now here two ligands are there, so that's why we have to search the alphabetical order. The ammonia name is amine, NO2 named as nitrito N. So that's why first of all you have to write the name of amine. Here 3 amines are given, that's why write triamines. Then NO2 is also given 3 times, so we write the tri for 3, and name of NO2 is nitrito N. Now the name of cobalt is written as such, cobalt, and third is the charge on, that is oxidation number of cobalt. So by this way you can write the nomenclature of neutral compounds. So first of all find that the compound is neutral or cationic or anionic. Now dear students, let us focus on the nomenclature of anionic complex. So the name of cation plus number, first of all basically name of cations, then number and name of ligands in alphabetical order as such, that also occurs in cationic complex and neutral complex, and then plus name of metal atom or ions in Latin name, either in common name with the suffix 8 plus oxidation state of central atom in Roman numerals. So look the example, K AgCl2, here K is positively charged, then square bracket we have negative charge ions, so that's why, so this complex is basically anionic complex. So first of all write the name of cation, here the name of cation is potassium, and then Cl name as dichlorido, and the name of Ag is argentum, so that's why we write argentate first. So first is the oxidation number of silver. Now one more example, HgI4 square bracket 2 minus, so this already indicate this is the anionic complex. So here also again same things are happen, tetra iodido mercurate second ion, then iron C2O4 का whole thrice square bracket 3 minus, this is also an anionic complex. So again the name of ligands and number of ligands. So first of all write the trioxylato, then ferrate, the common name of Fe is iron, but Latin name of iron is ferrum, so that's why we write ferrate third ion. Third is the oxidation number of iron. Here the C2O4 contains 2 minus charge, so that's why 6 minus came from the oxalate ions. So x minus 6 equal to minus 3, so x equal to plus 3. Now Cu2, then square bracket FeCN ka whole 6. So this is again same thing happen here. The name of cation is copper, then number of ligand 6, name of ligand cyano, and here Rn again ferrate. So the name of complex is copper hexacyanoferrate second. So by this way you can write the nomenclature of anionic complex. So now look at here, a metals, a name of metal in ionic state. How can you write the name of metals in ionic state? If copper is given, you have to change in case of anion copper into cuprate, zinc, zincate, aluminium, aluminate, chromium, chromate, tin, stenate. So mercury, mercurate, and hydrogenate is also used. So both are used in case of mercury. Then gold is named as aurate, nickel is named as nickelate, silver is named as argentate, this is Latin name of silver, manganese is named as manganate, iron is named as ferrate, the ferrum is the Latin name of iron, cobalt is known as cobaltate, lead is known as plumbate, it is also the name of lead in Latin is plumbum, platinum is named as platinate. So by this way you can change the name of an ionic complex having the central atom. So now some examples are given here. The first example, CONH3 का whole 6 Cl3. So the name of complex is hexamine cobalt third chloride. Then COCl NH3 का whole 5 square bracket Cl2. The name of this complex is pentamine chlorido cobalt third chloride. Then PT Cl NH2 Me is known as methyl NH3 का whole twice square bracket Cl. So this is named as diamine chlorido methane amine platinum second chloride. 4 K2 PdCl4, this is named as potassium tetrachlorido palladate second. Then Na2OSCl5N, sodium pentachlorido nitrido, N for nitrido, osmate 6, OS is osmium. Now 6 COEN का whole thrice Cl3. So tris, because En is named as ethane 1 diamines, so di are already used. So that's why we use 3 for tris. Cobalt third chloride. So these are some examples and their name are also written here. Now worked out example. Write the IPAC name of CrNH3 का whole 5 CO3 square bracket Cl. So then write the name pentamine. CO3 is known as carbonate, so that's why carbonato, chromium third chloride. Then write the IPAC name of this compound CrNH3 का whole 5 NCS. Then ZnCl4. Is this compound colored? So look at here, pentamine isothiocyaneto, this is the name of NCS, this I told you in the example of ligands. Then chromium third. And for ZnCl4, it is known as tetrachlorido zincate second. Now the compound will be colored because Cr3 plus has D3 configuration. That's why this have 3 electrons in unpaired in d orbital. So that's why dd transition take place. Hence this compound is colorful. So one question of this type may be arises. Now question number 3rd. Write IPAC name of following compounds. CONH3 का whole 5 ONO square bracket Cl2. Then K3 Cr CN6. So your answer is like this. For first complex compound, the name of this complex compound is pentamine because 5 ammonia. ONO is known as nitrito O because O is attached to the CO. Cobalt third chloride. Second, potassium hexacyano chromate third. So like this way you can write the name of complex compound. Nowadays students, self-assessment test. So first of all, you have to listen the PPT video carefully and try to write the name of complex given in this PPT video and also given the NCERT book, and then solve this question. So the IPAC name of the complex CONO2 NH3 का whole 5 square bracket Cl2 is. There 4 options are given. Out of 4 options you have to select one correct answer. Second, the name of, that is IPAC name of coordination compound K3 FeCN का whole 6 is. Here also given 4 options. So out of 4 options you have to select the correct answer. So nowadays students, do all work in classwork copy, prepare a note with the help of PPT video. Stay safe, stay healthy and keep learning. Thank you dear students.